Hello, everyone! Hi! Good afternoon and happy Friday! Woohoo! All right, we're gonna have another fun afternoon with you guys, and we're gonna be learning a lot today, especially for our graphic designer friends. So make sure if you haven't shared the link yet for this post, please make sure to spread it to your friends. Tell them about this event so they could also learn about our topic this afternoon. Woohoo! Hello, hello, hello. All right. So if you guys are present, please comment present so that we know that you're joining us this afternoon for our FB Live event. Before anything else, I am Erika, and I'm going to be your host and also your speaker for this afternoon. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. So, hello, hello, hello. So, if you want to have a special mention, please say where you're from. If you're from a university or if wherever you are in the Philippines or even outside the Philippines, just let me know so I could give you a shout out. So, it's currently 2:56 in the afternoon. We will start at exactly 3 p.m. Okay, so let's see who's here. Okay. Hello, hello, hello. Make sure you Oh, there. I'll say hi to, Rachel, Mildred, Rufa, Tristan. Hello, guys. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining us this afternoon. Present. Wow, Tots. Hello, Tots. Ray. I'm also seeing the Rupil. Hello, guys. Okay, so while waiting for others, if this is your first time to join us for an FB Live event, we will be providing you with free e-certificates after the show. So make sure that you stay with us until the end because we will be providing the link at the end of the show. Okay, and while we're waiting, okay, so hello, hello, hello. We have from Ilocos Sur Community College. Hello, Rufa. Oh, and then also hello to Mello, Jessa. Hi guys, Justin, Janelle. Shout out to Janelle. Simarila Handog. Hey guys, I'm so happy that we're gonna have another afternoon of fun. Okay, so while we're waiting for 3 p.m., I just want to remind you that we have an incredible referral program here in Filta. So if you know anyone, a friend, family, former colleague, neighbor who is looking for a great career opportunity in design, creatives, digital marketing, web development, accounting, admin, let us know. All you have to do is to send a resume to us. Make sure that you follow us on our official social media pages, our websites. We have in LinkedIn, Facebook, even Instagram and TikTok. We're everywhere. So make sure that you send your referrals and provide us with their updated resume. If they are a designer, you could also provide their folio for faster processing. Okay? All right, woohoo! Happy Friday! Okay, shout out to Tristan. Nice topic. Yes, I'm also very excited to share with you this afternoon a very interesting topic for our aspiring graphic designers or graphic artists. So I really hope that you guys will learn a lot from our presentation this afternoon. Again, say hello if you are watching us so I can give you a shout out. So we have Mary Jane, Simarelli, Eric, Emilio, Alvin. Okay. Erwin, hello. Hi, good afternoon. Oh, and we also have wow, we also have viewers from the Richmond Hotel. Hello guys. Good afternoon. Thank you so much for watching us today. Jean Carlos is actually now I build my portfolio. I hope you still learned a lot from us today. Okay, again, shout out. All right, we're almost starting. Okay, again, we will be providing the link for the e-certificates later. So please make sure to stay with us until the end of the show. Okay. So for this afternoon, we'll have a very interesting topic. This is not only applicable to our graphic designer or web designer friends. This is actually very applicable as well to anyone who is in the creatives department. So make sure that you stay tuned and stay with us until the end of the show. If you have questions and you know that we love your questions, please make sure to comment your questions so that we can help you guys later, and I would be very happy to discuss and give you tips. Okay. All right, so it's already 3 p.m. Again, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Erika. I'm a talent acquisition specialist in Filta, and I handle the design and creatives as well as digital marketing requisitions for the company. This afternoon, we have a very interesting topic. We're going to talk about what makes a good design portfolio. Okay, one of the departments that we receive a bulk of applications from is for the graphic designers, web designers, art directors, UI UX designers, and we noticed that one of the factors that would make or break their application is their folio or their portfolio. So today we're going to talk about that. Okay, I'm going to give you some tips on how to make a good portfolio. And then later on, if you have questions or if you want me to assess your portfolio, please share it with us so that we could give you some tips. All right, so I'll start my presentation now. Okay, so let me know, guys, if you can already see my portfolio, my presentation. Okay. Can you guys see my presentation already? Okay. So again, our topic this afternoon is customizing your portfolio for international clients. Okay, let's begin. Right. Why does it matter to have a great portfolio? Very good question. So, as a graphic designer, think of yourself as an artist. When you're an artist, of course, you want to share your best works, right? So you need to make a great portfolio because aside from your resume, you want your folio to speak for itself. You want your folio to be to show. You want your portfolio to showcase your best works. So you have to make sure that whenever you apply, may it be for a senior position or a beginner position, you have a very presentable portfolio because it will definitely help you a lot, especially if you have a great portfolio. Okay, next, what do you need to do to have a great portfolio? Okay, let's start with making sure that you have chosen the best pieces of work based on your past works. So, for example, in my experience, I've seen that for you to have a great portfolio, it should showcase your best works. Okay, why only my best works? Because, like an artist, treat your folio like your greatest hits. You don't want your clients to see like you don't want your clients to see designs that you've created in the past that doesn't bring out confidence in you as an artist. You want them to see your strengths, right? So for them to see that, of course, you have to present your best works. You also have to include your most recent works. That's why it's also very important for you to always update your folio. May it be in the PDF format, or if it is just in a Google Drive, or if it is online, it has to always be updated. Okay, what else? So aside from that, your portfolio should also tell a story. You don't just put your works there. You have to think, what do I want my clients to see in my folio? What impression do I want to give my clients when they see my folio? What impression do I want my clients to see as a designer? Those are the things that you have to ask yourself when you're conceptualizing on your portfolio. So again, you have to have, of course, your best works. You should have a theme in mind. Do you want a very vibrant folio? Do you want a simple, clean, very organized folio? Do you want an interactive folio? It's up to you. But just be sure that your idea of your dream folio is very clear. Okay? Next, carefully curate your portfolio. Like what I said earlier, it's very important for you to choose only your best works. Okay, why is that? Because people in general have very short attention span. So of course, you want to leave a mark. not only to the recruiter, but also to the client or anyone who's viewing your portfolio. And how do you do that? Show your strongest designs first, especially in the upper part of your folio. So you don't have to put everything. You don't have to put all your works, just the best ones. So my tip for you is, instead of putting all your designs in your portfolio, maybe you can choose, if you're an experienced senior level graphic designer, web designer, maybe you can choose 10 to 20 pieces of your best work. It's best for you to have like a collection for different areas. Like, for example, if there's a part in your folio that's only for the UI UX designs. There's a part there that's only for digital designs. There's a part for, if you're a Shopify designer, for all your Shopify websites. Erica, what if I'm only an entry level graphic designer? So is that applicable to me as well? Of course. So it doesn't matter if you're a beginner, a midweight, or a senior designer. What's important is you present your portfolio in the best way that you can. Okay? So how do you do that? Curate your portfolio properly. Next, be creative, cover to cover. So, how are you gonna be creative? I've already seen folios that are creative, not in a way because there's a lot of things happening. You can be creative by making sure that your portfolio has an identity. You can be creative by putting some animation probably on the upper part of your website if you're using a portfolio website. You can be creative by making sure that you have your portfolio is like telling a story, and one piece smoothly flows to another through the designs that you're going to put on your portfolio. What else? There are a lot of things that you can do to showcase your creativity in your portfolio. Okay, all you have to do is just think outside the box, and find inspiration. It doesn't have to be an exact copy of your of your graphic of a graphic designer that you look up to. Just take an inspiration and make it your own version. Okay. Next, make sure your links are working. Yes, always remember this, because you are wasting precious time if your links are not working. I've already encountered this so many times, and I'm telling you, it is delaying your application. So if you want to expedite your application process, if you want to land that dream job of yours ASAP, double or even triple check if your links are working. And for those who are using Google Drive as their as their personal portfolio, that's totally fine. But please make sure that your Google Drive is open to anyone who has the links. Who has the link? Why is that? Because you don't want to go back and forth. You don't want the recruiter requesting access. You don't. It could be that you don't have access to the internet all the time. So what if the recruiter requested for access, and you just found out about the access a day or two after it has been requested, and they have already found a new candidate for the position, right? So you're just wasting time. So make sure, again, if you're using Google Drive, make sure that the link is visible to everyone who has the link. And if you're using a website, please make sure that your link is working. Okay? Next, tell something about each of your projects. Okay, you're not going to be there to always present your folio to your clients. So you want your folio to speak for itself. And how do you do that? You can share the details, probably what type of fonts that you use, the color theme, your design philosophy. You can put it there, so that when the client or anyone who views your folio will have an idea what were your inspirations, what design are you going for. um, they don't have to ask you anymore. All they have to do is to check your folio, and everything is there already. Next, make sure to update your portfolio from time to time. I know graphic designers are very busy people, but again, your portfolio is um, would be the best representation of you as an artist. So even though you're always busy, find time at least once a month or every quarter probably for you to update your folio so that you can still showcase your latest designs, especially because in designs and creatives, the trends are ever changing. Okay, so you don't want for for example, you're applying for a position. You don't want to provide a folio that shows your work that was like 10 years ago, 5 years ago, or if you already have 30 years of experience, your folio was dated back in college. It's again, it's the same as providing a link that is not working. You are wasting precious time. Okay, so it might take up a couple of minutes or hours from your day, but in the long run, it will be very very beneficial for you. So again, make time to update your folio. It depends on you. It could be every month or every quarter or at least every year. But please don't let it be so outdated. All right. Next, what other things should you consider when applying for a designer role? Okay, this one is very applicable, especially to those who are actively looking for job opportunities right now. Let's start with communication skills. No matter how good you are in designing, if you don't have the right communication skills, it will eventually lead you to failure. Earlier, I told you that it's very important for your portfolio to speak for yourself as a graphic designer, as a web designer, UI, UX, whatever type of designer or art director you are. But if you don't have the right communication skills, how can you properly and confidently and competently present yourself in interviews? The portfolio is your backbone as an applicant. But during interviews, the portfolio cannot answer for you. It's just going to be you and the interviewer. So you also have to make sure that you have that confidence to speak, to present yourself in a very professional manner during the interviews. How do you do that? Erica, I'm not very well conversed in English. You have time to practice, okay? You, we're Filipinos. English is not our native language, so it's very normal for a lot of people not to be very comfortable in speaking the English language. But it is important for you to at least have that average communication skills so that you could answer interview questions properly and you can present yourself in a professional manner during the interview. Right? So practice makes perfect. Right? Next. We discussed this last FB Live. Research for situational and behavioral questions. When you're in an interview, it's very easy for you to feel nervous, and that is totally normal. So you cannot avoid that as much as we want to, but at least you can prepare for that. So the best thing that you can do, since you're always on the internet, is to research for situational and behavioral questions. I have a very special tip for you guys. This is actually a favorite tip of mine that I always share with my candidates. When you're asked about behavioral or situational questions, one of the best ways to answer this is by using the STAR method. STAR, STAR method. The STAR method stands for S is for situational, T is for task, A is for action, R is for results. Okay, so for example, the interviewer tells you, tell me about the time that this happened, or tell me about the time that you were not able to deliver your projects on time. So you don't just answer, oh yeah, that happened to me before. My boss was disappointed. You will not get the job if you answer that way. So how do you answer that? Oh, I remember when I was a graphic artist for ABC Corporation, we had a lot of workload that time. And we were asked to deliver a very special, a high priority project for one of our major clients. So that is T, the task. Okay, now let's go to A, action. So what I did was that we conceptualized, we did some strategic planning internally within my with my teammates and also with our team leader on how we can deliver the project on time without compensating the quality of the work. What we did, since we didn't have enough bandwidth that time, is we standed up to 12 midnight just to finish the work. That's the action. R. What happened was, the following day we were able to deliver and to deliver the project on time to the client, and the client was very happy with the result. And because of that, we became one of the favorite go-to person of the client, and they always provide us with new projects, and we never run out of projects for that particular client because they were very happy with the quality of our work, and because we were always able to deliver on time. So that's our results. Okay, remember, when you're asked about situational or behavioral questions, the way to answer is STAR method. STAR, STAR method. All right? I'm hoping that you're keeping notes. Okay. Oh, wow. That's about it. So let's start reviewing some portfolios. Let's see what we have here. I'm very excited. By the way, guys, if you have any um, portfolio, if you want us to review your portfolio live, just send us, you can comment and attach your portfolio in the comment section so that we can review it. Okay, so maybe we can start reviewing one of our designer folios. Okay, let's see here what we have. Okay. And if you guys have questions, please don't be shy. I'm very happy to answer them later. Okay, let's see here. Okay, can you guys see my screen? Okay. So this one, for this afternoon, we'll be assessing a portfolio of one of a UI UX candidates that I met a few weeks ago. So let's see his folio. So this is Designs by Jed. Okay. Can you guys see my screen? I hope that you can see my screen. See here, what I love about this is that his portfolio has a very clean white background, and because the background is very clean, you can easily appreciate his works. And look at this. This, by the way, for this designer, he already has, I think, 5 years of experience. But if we're gonna count the number of designs that he has on his page, is only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6, right? But let's see. Let's choose this one. Okay. See? He is very consistent. From the front page, the background is white, and when we start viewing here, it's still white. It's easy for us to appreciate the color because of the white background, and it looks so clean and organized. Look at that. Remember, I told you earlier that your projects should have, your folio should speak for itself. Look what he did here. So he provided some details about his work. There's an overview, and he explained here what they made out of this project. And then he also provided an idea of what type of design or what type of folio he was going for. It says here that a minimal familiar tone with a modern and stylish aesthetic. See, that's what I'm talking about. It's very easy to appreciate the colors because of the white background, and it looks so clean. There are a lot of pictures here, but it doesn't look messy. Why? Because he was able to curate it properly. Look at that. He's only showing again his best works. Remember that. You don't have to show everything. Okay, and then over here, he slowly transitioned to showing other designs. See here, the color is very different from the upper pages, but it's still not messy. And then he provided details about about the elements that he used for this particular folio. Here is the typeface, and then iconography, and then the color. Let's see, there's navigation. Look at that. Also here, he explained what was the purpose of the site that he created. So it says here that shopping experience, our focus was to design an experience that can help showcase the products, such as large, attractive product presentation and detailed imagery that customer needs to make their decision. So he is giving us, his viewers, an idea what what the project was all about. And I think that he is actually doing a great job with that. Can you see? Can you guys just take a moment to appreciate it? It has so much colors here, right? Colors there, and then here is transitioning to more like blacks, browns, earth colors actually. See, that's what I'm talking to you about. If you're going to provide details about your works, you can you could use this as a perfect example. He was able to showcase his work beautifully without giving so much details. There's only a small, see here. And then again, is providing us with details used for his work. Okay, next project. And then on the bottom part of the page, it says here, ring you, next project, see more. So you don't have to go back to the main page for you to see his next project. So this is a smart move. So this is his next project. And can we just take a moment to appreciate that he's so consistent with his white background, and I love it. Jed's folio looks so clean. It's so relaxing when you look at it. Look at that. So he is very consistent with the tone of his photographs. By the way, Jed, our UI UX designer, is also into photography, and I think that a lot of designers are also into photography or videography or animation or illustration. So guys, if your works include animation or illustration, don't be shy to include that in your folio. But again, just make sure, just like what Jed did here, he was able to showcase his works beautifully because he was able to give it a uniform look. See here? Nice. Very minimalistic and very clean. I like this about Jed's profile. Okay, next. Okay. Still the same. Okay. So that is for Jed's profile. And then look here. He is selling his skills. How? He provided us with links to his other social media accounts. So it's very easy for recruiters to reach out to him because he already provided us with the information that we need, like his Facebook account, his Twitter link. He also has his email address, and then what else? Okay, so I think that's about it for Jed. And then when you go back to the main screen, he also indicated some details about his background as a designer. And I think that's very good because he did not just present us with a PDF copy of his resume. He included details about his professional experience and as well as his personal background on his folio. So that's very good. You can also do that to your portfolio. See here, he also included his email address again, so that's very good. And there's also the links for his other social media pages again. He's really very good in selling his skill set. This is Chad. See, I look at the font style. His font style is aligned with the color, the black and white, very subtle colors that he's using. The overall look of his portfolio is just complementing each other, from the font to the colors that he is using to how he is carefully curating the photographs together. See? This is what I've been telling you. When you're telling a story, when you're creating a portfolio, it should also tell a story. See here with Jed. Let's say you don't want to read his background, you just want to look at his photos. It tells you a story because you can see here that he loves to travel, he's into photography, like that. It's very dramatic. So there. I hope that you got some inspiration from Jed's profile. And from one UI UX designer, we will now assess a portfolio of a very talented Shopify designer. So thank you so much, Jed De La Torre, for sharing your portfolio with us this afternoon. Okay. Next, we have here Rodel. Rodel is actually a newly hired Shopify designer in our company. He's going to be starting on Monday. So, Rodel, I'm very excited for your first day. So, he was very kind to let us assess his portfolio. So, Rodel's portfolio is a little bit different from Jed's, but I still love every detail of it. It looks more informative. It has more text than Jed's profile, but it still looks clean. What I like about Rodel's profile is that he also gave a very short, he gave a background about his professional career, and then instead of putting photos, what he did is that he provided us with the links to some of his best works. So, for example, here he divided this into e-commerce stores and then lead gen pages, and then there's also the sales pages, funnels, and editorial page. Why why is this good? Because he wants to show he has a lot of areas of specialization, and he wants to show that. So how did he do it so beautifully? Instead of putting every picture, every site in one page, what he did is just he provided us with links. So for example, I'm only interested to see his e-commerce store. So all I have to do is just go here, click any of these links. If I want to see a page be created for lead generation, I just have to view here. So it's easy for me because he divided it properly. See that? So for example, let's see here. Let's see. Let's see if his link is working. There you go. So this is one of the websites that Shopify websites that he built. And then let's see. Let's test if all Dell's links are working. I hope you guys are enjoying this as much as I am. Again, if you have questions later, don't be shy. I'm very happy to give you some tips or even assess your portfolios as well. So this one. So this is a little bit different compared to the first site that he designed, but it is also a Shopify website. So see how consistent he also is with the colors. This is what I was telling you earlier. Make sure that your links are working. So except for that one, everything else is working. So that's good. So if I'm a client and I view his portfolio, and again, I just want to see his e-commerce stores, it saves me so much time because I just have to click all these links to see his previous works, and it will give me access to these wonderful websites. And from there, I can already make a decision if I want to bring Dell on board. And look at this. See? If Dell will put this in a portfolio, I mean the screenshots of these websites in just one page, it's gonna be harder for us to appreciate his work because the the design philosophies are so different, the colors, the aesthetics, it's so different from one another. So it's not gonna look very good in his portfolio. But he was able to give us a very informative portfolio, and from there we still have very good access to all his best works. Okay, what else? There's also a link for his CV here, so that's good. Right. Good. Okay, so I think we've already seen enough of Dell's folio. I just want to point out something again from Jed's portfolio because I was not able to mention this earlier. In this part here, he was more particular with his background as a UI UX designer. Aside from showing his best works, he was also able to provide whoever is reading his or seeing his portfolio what he actually does as a UI UX designer from research, study, and collaborations. And then he also provided us with the screenshot of his designs and prototypes, as well as the deliverables and iterations. So that is very good. Okay, it's not bombarded with a lot of information, but it is still very informative. And again, please notice how consistent Jed's color scheme is with the rest of his folio microsites. So we want to achieve that. Okay. Okay. There. And one thing I also forgot to share is this. When you are putting like digital design works on your portfolio, you want to make sure that whoever is reviewing your folio can appreciate your work. And one of the best ways for you to do that is to put high resolution photos on your portfolio. Why high resolution? Because you want your viewers to see your best work. And for the viewers to see your best work, of course, you have to put a very good, very high quality of photo on your website. Because it doesn't make sense that you'll be creating a very beautiful design and the resolution is very poor. Okay, whoever is going to check your folio will not be able to appreciate that. So we don't want to waste your time, your effort in creating the design. So of course, if you have a high resolution, definitely have a high resolution file. use that high resolution file to showcase a very good quality of your work. And it will also help you show, the high quality photo will also show your high attention to details. Okay, look at this one. Again, he is feeding us with information about the colors, typography, his elements, and he is also providing us details on how effective the design that he created was. So look at this responsiveness. Let's see. Okay. There you go. Right. Again, still very consistent with his previous with his other pages. Still clean, very well curated. He only chose select few photos to put here, but still he was able to sell his work very well. All right, I think that we have already reviewed the folio of Dell and Jed. So thank you so much for that, guys. Okay, so it's time for Q&A. I am very excited to see your questions. Questions. What questions do you have for me? I hope that you learned something from our discussion. Okay, so what questions do we have? Again, I just want to remind everyone that when you're looking for design inspirations, it doesn't always necessarily mean that you have to copy them. That's why it's called inspiration. Inspiration because they will give you an idea of what, because sometimes, well, we don't know what you want until we see it, right? So have especially this is actually also very helpful for those who are in entry level positions or fresh graduates. If you don't know, if you don't know yet what you want to showcase in your portfolio, but you already have sample of your works, you just have no idea how to put them there together. It's totally normal. It's okay to find some inspiration, but make it your own version. Okay, don't just copy everything from it. Right. So, what questions do we have here? Okay. Oh, there we have. I'm very happy. We have some viewers who share their portfolio. Let's see. I'm so excited. Oh, wow. All right. I have one here. Okay, let me share my screen with you so that you can also see it. Jean. Okay. Oh, wow. Jean Carlos. Hi, Jean. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for letting us view your folio this afternoon. Okay, let's see. I love, see this part here. Remember what I said earlier about being creative from cover to cover. This is a very good example. This a little bit of animation here and there. Nice one, Jean. So Jean is a web designer and a video editor. Cool. And just like Jet and Del, Jean also provided us with a snapshot of his personal and his professional background. So very good. Oh, I love this. That's what I'm talking about. How creative. Look at that. Oh, see? What I do services. So it says here that he does web design, he's also a graphic designer, video editor, and then landing page design. Okay, see my works. Okay, I like the color. It's good. Nice transition. I love how this part, this effect over here, changes based on the design on the left side. That's what I'm talking about when I said that you can be as creative as you can on your portfolio, because your portfolio, again, and I'm repeating this for the nth time, should showcase your best works, and you should be really proud of this, Jean. Nice transition. You see here how the color palette is different from this one. But we can still appreciate it because of how Jean presented it. It's still clean. Okay, I like from earth tones here, and then it became like vibrant colors here. Good job. Okay. Okay. Oh, so Jean is also an online speaker. So maybe Jean, you could also be one of our guest speakers one of these days. I love it. It's this my approach: honesty, empathy, trust in the process. Nice. Take a moment to appreciate his typography. So again, remember Jed's folio earlier, like what I was telling about how consistent it was from the typography to the layout of his portfolio to the colors. It's also similar to what Jean did here. Very simple, minimalistic. And again, white background, and then there's definitely a lot more scrolling compared to the other two portfolios that we reviewed earlier. But still, you can still appreciate the design because you just have to do it like this. And only one side is scrolling here. It's really good. See the transition of the colors? See that? Smooth flow from one color palette to another. I like it. And again, Gene only featured a couple of his best work. Let's see, one is for the orthodontal, so that's one, and then this is another clinic, so that's two, and then this one is a coffee shop, and then this one is another coffee shop, and then this one is another coffee shop. That's what I'm talking to you about. You don't have to put all your works in your portfolio. Just choose the best ones. So learn it. I hope that you're learning something from Jean's portfolio right here. And then on the upper part, he also has, the home button, about, services, portfolio, blog, and contact. Again, as designers, or even if you're not a designer, let's say you're a digital marketer, if you're showcasing your work, you also have to make sure that people can easily reach out to you, whether it's via email or via call. You have to make sure that you at least provide a contact info on your page so that um, whoever is interested to work with you can reach out to you so easily. Good job. Thank you so much, Jean. We would love to have you in one of our FB lives one of these days. Thank you so much. I love your portfolio. Next, I think we have another one. Let's see. We have another one from Mark Robert Bumatay. Okay, let's see here. Let's share. Thank you guys so much for sharing your portfolio with us. Okay, there you go. So hi, hello, I'm Mark Robert Mata. Okay, so again, unlike the other portfolios that we reviewed earlier, this one is a little bit different in a way because His background is not plain white. You can see the um, in my opinion, there's definitely that the color is very masculine. Okay, so he's also listed his technical skills here, front end, back end, others. Okay, that, and then he also showcased his trainings and online courses and projects. Oh, projects. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay, so also very good also for Mark because he also featured only a handful of his best works. But if I think the only thing that if you were to ask me, the only thing that I would change here is for you to put your projects here after your introduction and then followed by your technical skills and your trainings and online courses. Why is that? Because again, Mark, your profile is good. It's very clean. I love the colors as well. But again, you are oh, Mark is a web developer and also I think a designer. So that's very good. Mark, you want to showcase your best works in the upper part of your portfolio. Okay? Because again, people in but by nature have very short attention span. So we want them to notice your best works first, and then if they want to know more about you, that's all they have to do is to scroll down to see your technical skills and trainings or online courses that you have completed. But this is actually very cool for someone. Let's say for our audience who are beginners or entry levels in the graphic design industry, um, you can take note of what Mark did here. Okay, if you are not yet a very experienced designer, you can also do what he did here by providing the trainings and the online courses that you have completed or in progress, just like what Mark did. Why will that help you? Because that will show that you as a graphic designer is very open to change, is very hungry to learn more and hone your skills as an entry level graphic designer. So this is very good, especially for the beginner. So take note, guys. This is good. Okay, that's about it. Love your folio, Mark. Thank you so much for sharing it with us. All right, let's pick another one. Thank you so much, guys, for sharing your portfolio with us this afternoon. Whoa. Okay, another one from Janil Ulitin. Let me share my screen again. I love seeing your portfolios. Thank you so much. Okay, here. From Janil Ulitin. So, unlike the other portfolios, Janil's portfolio is in Behance. So, we don't have a problem with that. That is totally fine. Behance, Dribble, Webflow, Google Drive, as long as again you showcase your best works, totally fine. Let's see here. Ooh, also very clean background. Okay, that's it. But I can appreciate Janil's work because look at here. See, he only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Notice the similarities between our graphic designers' portfolios this afternoon. They are only showcasing a few of their best works. So learn from the experts, guys. So here you can see we can easily say that without speaking to Janil, that Janil is a graphic designer and also a print designer. Why? Because he was able to provide us with copies or samples of his print design works here. See there? That's print design. And he's also able to provide us with very good examples of his website or graphic designs. This is what I am talking to you about when you're just showcasing your best works. All you have as a recruiter, I love clicking to see more details about the portfolios. Look at this. He is providing us with high resolution photos. That's good. And he also provided us a sample of a video. He did not include that here, right? He put all the details of one project in one section. And why does that work? Because it doesn't look messy. It doesn't look messy, and that's a good thing. You don't want to give your viewers a headache when they are viewing your portfolio. So this is very good. Okay, there. And then, thank you for watching. And then on the lower part of his portfolio, you can see the screenshots of his next design. So if I want to see, for example, this one. Oh, I love this. Similar to what we saw on the other designers' portfolios earlier, you also provided us with information about the logo, typography, the color specification, in case you need inspiration. So that's very good. Again, look at that. He is using high resolution photographs. So that's very good. And mock-ups for the laptop, for the tab. I think okay, only a small this is not a major problem, but I think the only thing that maybe you can edit on your portfolio, Janelle, is this part over here. There's so much space here and so little space here. So maybe you can reposition your context to make it look more in the middle part of your portfolio. Okay, overall that's good. What else? Let's see his other designs. Oh, good. Also more on print. Oh, which reminds me, if you are applying for, let's say, a digital designer position, you don't want to present only your works for print design. You want to customize your portfolio as well, depending on the position that you're applying for. Example, remember Dell's portfolio earlier? He is a Shopify expert. He's a Shopify designer, Shopify builder. What I loved instantly when I saw Dell's profile is that you can easily see from his portfolio that he is a Shopify expert because all the lists of the Shopify stores that or the e-commerce stores that he built was already there when I viewed his portfolio. That is the same for if you are applying for a digital designer position or a UI UX or web designer or graphic designer. So if you want to pursue a career in graphic design that is more in print, okay then by all means go ahead and showcase a lot of your works for print design. But if you want to evolve your career in digital designing, I guess it's best for you to provide more of your best works in digital design, like for example profiles that I mean designs that you use for social media, email marketing, web designs on the upper part of your portfolio. And then if you really want to still showcase some of your print design works, because who knows, maybe you're doing freelance work on the side, then that's okay. That's fine. But since it's not your area of specialization anymore, and you're targeting a career in digital design, then put it on the lower part of your portfolio. Again, remember, your viewers have very short attention span. You want to stand out during the first few seconds of them viewing your folio. So for you to be able to do that, make sure that you put your strongest and best designs on the upper part of your portfolio. Okay? Next. Let's see if we still have. Oh, there. We have questions. Okay. All right. So thank you so much again for viewing, for sharing your portfolios with us and allowing us to assess your portfolio. I loved seeing your portfolio. So thank you so much. Let's go to the questions and answer portion. Okay, first question. What if I'm restricted by the employer to publish a design project about their product? What should I do? This is actually very common. If you have, especially if you have an NDA with your employer, then you have to respect that. But it doesn't mean that you cannot put anything in your portfolio anymore. So what I suggest for you to do is, if you have designs, if you made projects from a freelance work, or you did a free project for a friend, a family, or any business establishment, you can also put those designs in your portfolio. You have to respect the restrictions of the company, especially if you sign an NDA. Be very careful with that, okay? Because the reason why they had you sign that is for confidentiality purposes, so you really have to respect that. Thank you so much to whoever sent that question. Next one, we have, does personal project count, especially for beginners? Yes, yes, and yes. It's very hard for you. I mean, it's challenging for beginners to find work because they can't, because they don't have a lot of designs to showcase. So, like what I mentioned earlier, if you made the free design, if you helped a friend or anyone put up some designs on their social media pages, or if you did some passion project for a non-government organization, feel free to put that in your portfolio. Next, okay, another question. Maybe this. Let me know, guys, if you still have questions. Ma'am, I would like to ask if how effectively affect the organization of your e-portfolio if it is customized. Okay. It doesn't actually. Okay, let me repeat the question, ma'am. I would like to ask if how effectively affect the organization of your e-portfolio if it is customized. It doesn't affect the organization or the company that you are applying for, but it helps you, the applicant, land your dream job. That is why, just like when we talk about customizing your, I mean, creating the best resume, it goes the same for your portfolio. You have to customize it based on the position that you're applying for, because the client, the hiring manager, the recruiter cannot appreciate your work if you're not putting your best or your strongest designs forward. Okay, so that's why you have to make sure that what for whatever position, like for example, if you're applying for a web designer or a digital designer position, of course you want to showcase your works in that same aspect for like web design or UI UX, mobile app, or digital design. You don't want to show them your print works because it's not related to the position that you're applying for. So that's not going to help your application unless, of course, you're applying for a graphic designer position, graphic artist position that is focused on creating brochures or print ads or other printed collateral. Okay? All right. I think I have time for just one more question. We still have, let's see here if we have any questions. Okay. Oh, I think that's about it. Thank you so much. All right. So we have come to an end again of another FP Live. But thank you so much, everyone. I hope that you learned a lot from this afternoon's FP Live. Again, remember that as graphic artists, your portfolios are your backbone. So if you want to be seen as an artistic, as a talented, competitive, competent graphic designer, then put your best and your strongest works forward. Okay? You want to attract the right clients. So for you to attract the right clients, make sure that you also provide your best works. Because if you're just gonna put, let's say, mediocre works there, then it's more likely that you'll also attract some mediocre clients. Okay, but if you are targeting, you have a company or a brand or a client that you really want to work for, then put your best works forward, right? Again, thank you so much. I hope that you learned a lot from our FB Live this afternoon. So, later, after this event, we'll be providing the link to your e-certificates. Everyone, please remember that the link will only be available an hour after the show. So please make sure that you register within an hour. Otherwise, you won't get your e-certificates from us because we keep on receiving some emails that you're not getting their e-certificate. It's probably because you registered more than an hour after the show. So just to be clear, please register 1 hour after the show. Okay? I mean, 1 hour within from the end of this show. All right. So again, if you have friends, family, former colleagues who are looking for great opportunities to work with the leading e-commerce digital agencies, digital marketing companies in Australia, in the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, please refer them to us. We have a lot of great opportunities for you. We have in in design and creatives. We have video editors, CGI designers, graphic designers, and then for web development, full stack, front end, back end developers. Of course, we also have digital marketers like social media. We have an urgent opening for social media marketers. So if you're interested to evolve your career with Filta, please make sure to send your resume to us. Follow our official social media pages, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, and make sure to always visit our website as well to be updated on our latest openings. And again, thank you so much for always joining us in our FB Lives. We really hope that you always learn a thing or two from us every time that we have this discussions. Thank you so much again, everyone, for to our designers who sent their portfolios and to our viewers who participated in the Q&A. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope that you have a wonderful weekend. Again, see you next week. I'm Erika signing off for Filta, and have a great weekend. Bye.